Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday, October the 1st. Hiya, Devlin. Hiya. I'm trying to there we go. I need a refresh chat because I don't see your there we go. Now I can see your comments. Great. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own candy, especially candy in a jar. Now, this is an actual jar. I'm going to be showing how to make the jar over here. So if you are going to be making like embellishments for Christmas or Halloween on your scrapbooking pages or something like that, I'm going to be showing you how to make that. But I also have this nifty little project. This little container right here, this little paint can, I guess you would consider it, is from the Dollar Tree. Both of these are from the Dollar Tree. Now, originally I was going to use this, and I was going to use acetone, 100% acetone, to remove the puppy paws and use vinyl in here because it was a bigger container. However, when I started removing the red, this is what ended up happening. I I I got rid of the bone, as you can see. However, it started eating away at the plastic. So I wasn't able to do that as a project. So I'm going to put that on the floor. But thankfully I was able to find this. Now, it comes with this little nifty thing that, I didn't know what it was for until I was like, how do I open this? So you use this, you open up the can, and there's my vinyl. Now you can use this for Christmas, for Halloween, for Valentine's Day. It's just an empty container. And what I'm using it as right now is a candy lantern. So just for a bit of decor, if you want to put this outside, for your decoration needs. Now, I noticed that vinyl is a very tricky thing. I've never worked with vinyl before. I was trying to print on it and then cut it. But my inkjet printer was very temperamental, and I needed to wait completely until it dried, and I touched it and I smeared it all over the place. So, what I'm going to have to end up doing is taping it to cardstock, run it through my printer, and then cut. Hopefully that'll work. Now, I wanted to show you this little luminary. I'm not sure if it's going to actually do much. Hopefully you guys can see it. Look at that. That would be perfect for Halloween or Christmas. I mean, you change up the papers, put whatever, print that you wanted to do on this. But for today, I'm going to be using the candy tutorial that I'll be showing you. So let me put this out of the way right over here. Now, the materials that I'm using, you can use whatever vinyl you have available. This is the vinyl that I have. It's a 12 by 12 from Paperabilities Translucent Vellum. Now, in this pack, I got this from a friend. So it has this greenish tint. I know it's not very, you can't see it very well, but to the naked eye, it has this greenish tint. Now, it also came with this lighter. I'm not sure if you can tell. Not really. It's coming off as an off-white, but in my presence, it actually has a green tint. And that's what I'm going to use is this particular vellum. And this is where I put all of my vellum. As you can see, I have a couple in here, different patterns and whatnot, which you can change it up. You could always pre-buy the printed vellum. All you have to do is just cut it, put it onto your project. And of course, I have my sticky mat, and we have our cardstock, and we have our tape. So this is going to be another print to cut, and I'm going to show you how I got it onto my vellum. So let's get started, shall we? All right, is this moving it? Yes. So if you had seen my previous video on this, This is the 2019 version, the one that I'm currently highlighting. This is the 2020 version down here. As you can see, it's a little bit more detailed, has a lot more going on, but I'm going to show you both what I did to get this. So these are our main culprits right here. These are what we're going to be starting on, and then I'm going to show you how I made the jar. I'm going to come down here. Most of, actually, if not all, are nothing but circles. So we're just going to start with a normal circle, duplicate it, take it off the lock, and elongate it. And all I'm doing is just rotating it just a little bit. Actually, let's do it simple, a little more simply for me. Nope, no, that's not going to work. I'm just going to move it, and whoa, duplicate and move it. And I'm just focusing on this right here as my point, like that. I'm going to take away the circle and adjust it to however you want, like so. And I think that looks a little too long. I was trying to make it shorter. There we go. And weld. And duplicate and flip. So all I'm doing it now is just putting it to the sides. Now I'm going to keep one of these because I'm going to need it for my next image. And if you want to make sure it's in the center, grab both ends and go, is it horizontally or vertically? Let's go vertically. Nope, wrong way. Every single time. Vertically, there we go. And you know, these look a little too big. I'm gonna shrink them just a bit. After looking at them, I was like, they look a little big. Just a little bit. Weld. And there we go. That's our first shape. Now for the long Tootsie Roll looking one, I just get myself a square, elongate it to the size that I want. And this of course also looks pretty big, so I'm just going to shrink it and then flip it. Flip it real good. And just find them. You don't have to center this every single time. I'm just going to eyeball it and then weld. And there we go. And of course, last but not least, my favorite candy, a lollipop. And all I'm doing is a circle and a square. Oh, that's not a square. That doesn't even remotely look like a square. I'm going to take this off the lock. And this one you will have to actually center properly. Vertically? Nope. No. Horizontally. And I'm going to just send the stick back. And I don't hear any music anymore. Oh, it's just really quiet. And send this back. So those are the main shapes that I'm working with. Now you can change this to whatever color you want. So if you want it for Halloween, you just change it to black, green, and purple. Same thing with the long ones right here. I did it green, purple, and then the lollipops, purple and orange. That's all I really did. I just changed the colors to fit whatever theme I needed them to. And since Halloween is coming up, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do this one purple. And the stick, I'm going to do a nice brown. So for the jar, here, let's make these more candy size rather than ginormous images. You've seen me do a couple of jars by now, but this is just a brand new one. I mean, technically it's not that brand new. It's just a couple modifications to the chemistry set. So I just grab myself a circle and a square and duplicate, make the top of it, elongate it a little. See, it looks exactly like one of the images from chemistry set. I'm going to vertically. It was vertically, you guys. All right. And then I need one more at the bottom. Okay, let's weld everything. And then use this last one just to chop off the bottom just a little bit. Nothing too dramatic. Let's see, about there. And slice. It's a little too much. Let's go a little further down. And slice. It's a little better. Okay. And all you have to do is just change the color to white. Now this is if you were working with paper. If you were assembling all of these and putting them in for a scrapbooking page. And all you have to do is just, I have to group these so I don't want them going everywhere. Let's put that right there. And all we gotta do is just duplicate them over and over again and changing the colors just a little bit. So let's see, let's change the order, shall we? Ungroup. Let's make this one green. Let's make this one orange. And this one black. Or let's do, let's do purple. Since it's in the opposite direction. Let's group everything. Actually, I shouldn't group. So I could be a little bit more versatile on where I'm placing these. But I will group the lollipop. I have to group the lollipop. Go back. Alright, let's just remove this and then group. Group. Alright, put that there. Put that there. Actually, yeah, let's put that there. And let's put this guy up here. And you just keep building all the way up until you have enough in your jar or feel satisfied enough that that's what you want. That is basically the whole tutorial, and all you have to do is just change the colors for every season. You have, candy for Halloween, candy for Christmas, and then candy for Valentine. That's 3 holidays right there you can probably use. Excuse me, I have to drink a little bit of water. Now, if you want to get a little more creative, this is the 2020 version right here. And might take a couple more steps in order to get them to look this nice. I mean, these look pretty decorative. So let's start with, let's take this one off so I have more room. We're going to start with circles. Primarily, nothing more than just a bunch of circles. Circles and crescents. So I'm going to grab this and slice. Alright. Now all I'm going to do, duplicate it. I think I just started off with 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to center everything. Oh. Come on. Shouldn't have centered, but I thought it might actually work this time. Oh, that's a little too off. I need to get a little closer. Now this one you have to take your time with. You have to take your time. You just can't rush this. because there's a lot going on here. So I'm just going to duplicate this, and then I'm just going to move it slightly. Just a little bit at a time until I am fully satisfied the way it looks. A little more. About a little more, just a tad. There. I'm going to grab a circle and make it super tiny. And put it right in the middle, hiding all of that. Nice pretty swirl, right? So I'm just going to weld everything. And I'm going to change this color to black. Like full on black. That's too gray. And what I'm going to do is just going to take this right here, move it back so you can see what's going on, and center the whole kit and caboodle. Center. Did I center it? I don't think I did. Oh, I guess I did. It doesn't look all that centered. Let me just move it myself until I feel like it's centered. Like right there. And slice. All I'm going to do is just take this, move this to the side, take everything else, and change this to orange. A little more orangey. There we go. Nope, let's center this because I don't want to mess with it. Alright. You can always change the color. Change this one to black and orange. See, it's the same pattern, but it just looks slightly different. And you could keep doing this back and forth with different colors. So I did it with this one right here, black and orange, and then change it to purple and black. You can do a multitude of colors. Now, with this candy wrap that I've already done up here, all I did was just turn it white. And then just put this little guy in here. Bringing it to the front and sizing it a little more. There we go. It's exactly the same, just different colors. So I got that. That's what you get for these two right here. Now let's do this one over. Why does it keep moving? Oh, it's because I'm moving up and down. Is it? No, it's not moving now. That's weird. How about if I do it like this? No? Okay. All right, let's do this one right here since it's next in line. I'm just going to put it straight. Well, as straight as possible. And then I'm just going to grab myself a square. Elongate it just a little bit to the thickness that I want. This is a little thicker than before. I'm going to change it to a more Christmassy color. Let's do green. And then let's do this one red. Let's do a nice dark red. There we go. Now all I'm going to do, you see how there's little boxes underneath here? All I'm going to do is just going to put them right in the boxes right here. Let's move it a little further up. Right there. I'm going to space it 1 and then go to the next box. Space it 1, go to the next box until I feel like it's perfectly fine. And I think I made these a little too thick. There we go. Let's just shrink them just a little bit and a little more until I am satisfied with the way they look. Great. Perfect. I'm going to duplicate this and put it on the bottom right here. And I need to weld all of these. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed one. There we go. Weld. Highlight everything and then slice. There we go. Got yourself a nice brand new candy. Okay, got that one. Now, of course, the lollipop. This is no different than this. It's just I'm using a different shape. So let's bring this guy down. Let's change the color of you to white. Okay, and I'm going to grab myself another square. And I'm going to make you guys super thin, like that. Now I know this one's going to work fine. One more. Grab all of these. Nope, no. All of them. All of them. There we go. And center them. There we go. I'm going to take the top one and move it slightly. Take the top one again, move it slightly. And move it slightly. Do I got another one? Yes, I do. I don't think I need that many. Okay, that's it. Let me move this slightly like that. That's good. And then weld. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to turn this a nice red. Like that. I'm going to move this to the back so I can see what I'm doing. Highlight everything, and of course, back to center. Slice. There we go. Okay. I'm going to move that right over here. There we go. So you have whichever you like. Actually, I kind of like this one better, so I'm going to take this one off. Bring that one to the top. And you know what? I kind of like... That's right. To actually know where... Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I actually grabbed both of these, the circle, and I welded both of these together. So when I have the circle, I know exactly where to put it. I didn't show it up here. Did I do that? Yes, I did. But I didn't show it to you. All I did was grab a stick, grab a circle, weld them together, and you get this. Kind of looks like a spoon. And then added another circle right on top of it. Okay, so I got these. I'm going to put that one right there. Now for this pattern, what I did is I grabbed a circle and a triangle. And all I did is take it off the lock and made it thin. I'm going to make this pink. And I'm going to make this one red. And all I did, you have to take your time with this. You can't go fast on these because you have to measure it out to see how far apart you want these to look. Like this one's a little too close together. A little more. There we go. I'm going to move it down. This one looks too close together. A little more. Kind of looks like a pizza pie slice. And that's exactly kind of what you want. Alright, duplicate. And flip. Okay. Good. All right, to finish it off, I'm just going to grab myself a tiny, tiny, tiny circle. Now, this one right here, I'm going to have to delete because it's going to be difficult trying to remove it. So what I'm going to do is just grab the tiny circle, put it to the center as much as possible, and weld. There we go. And I'm going to bring back my circle. That was just a reference. And let's make this white instead. I don't seem to have a white one up there. Move that back. Did I move it back? There we go. Let's go to the center. And I forgot to duplicate this. Oh well. There we go. Move that out of the way. And slice. Be gone, unwanted ones. Be gone. And there we go. I'm a little off center, but not by much. And of course, you just grab one of these and then shrink it. Kind of looks like a peppermint. This one looks more like a peppermint than this one does. This more reminds me more of a present. You know, all it needs is a bow on top. Okay, and let's make you slightly bigger. There we go. And there's that shape. Both of these shapes. All right, how I am applying this to vinyl. Okay. Since I've already done, let's see, let's go back to my main page. Where did I put you? You were just here a second ago. Did I put you on the floor? Huh. It disappeared, you guys. I literally had it right in front of me. Oh, that's right. I put it above me. I am a smart. I'm a super smart. All right. For these, as you can see, if I can take this out without hurting myself, these are two taped together because unfortunately my printer is only an 8.5 by 11. That's all it is. But my paper is 12 by 12, so I'm going to have to cut this down. All right. Let's see. This is, it looks like it's not quite 4 inches. It's just a smidge off. And the length is about 11.5. The way I got this is because I printed this right here at 6.5. So 6.5, 6.5, side by side, and then I just cut what I needed. But as you can see, they're very plain, they're fine, they're okay. But I want to bring the new ones in to see what's how the difference is gonna look. All right, so I'm gonna take that out. And let's go back to my design here, and I'm gonna use this right here. These guys. Okay, this. Let's see. I think I might actually use the whole kit and caboodle on this one. All right. Why is it not doing anything? There we go. Okay. My strip is going to be 4. Let's take this off the lock. 4. Oh, wrong way. Make that 6 by 4. That's the length. And I'm going to duplicate it. Oh, somehow I just duplicated the bottom down there. Like this. So in order to print properly. But I'll do that after I'm done. And I'm going to make this white so I can see what I'm doing. And all I'm going to do is just going to add everything that I have created thus far. Because I'm printing it. That's all I'm doing. I'm printing it. Move this back. I'm going to put one right here. Let's turn this gray so it can come up. because of course we're working with vellum here, and vellum is already white, and my printer's not gonna print white. Okay, let's do this right here. Actually, let's go up here. I'm going to change you to orange. And you, let's see, does green look good? Black always looks better. Let's group you together. I don't want anything to happen to you. And since I already have orange up here, I'm going just to shrink it just a little bit. And let's get some green in here. We don't have a lot of that. Green. And okay. I'll put you right here. Like right there. And you, let's see, what's a good color? Let's do another green. There we go. Let's change the white to orange. Yeah. And let's do a black stick. There we go. Gotta get some variety in here. Oh, that's a little too small. Okay. Actually, I don't really like this one. I'm sorry. You're not going to make the cut. Alright, let's make this green. I'm not talking to you. Alexa, I'm not talking to you. Ah! She's still talking. I swear, I'm not talking to her. I really am not. Okay, let's put you right in the center. Put you right in here, and let's change this into orange. It feels like I have a lot of orange, so let's move this over here. And then move you over here. Let's do the reverse, because yeah, I do have a lot of orange. There we go. Okay, let's make you just a little bit bigger. Okay, that's it. I know you're just looking at this like, what? That's it? Yeah. Okay. All I'm gonna do is I have to group everything properly here. Otherwise I have to go individually to, now this is the hardest part. Trust me, this is the hardest part. Trying to slice through everything. Okay, here we go. So black, do I got black? No, it's orange. Orange, orange, orange. And I'm going to attach. Ah, no, I grouped, that's right, I grouped the black. Ungroup, ungroup, ungroup. Let's do that again. Orange, orange, orange. Weld. All right. I have a lot of black. Black, black, black. I think that's black. Yep. And black. And all I'm going to do is attach. Oh, it, ah. All right. It's being mean. And I told you, this is like probably the hardest part. Weld. You guys welded? Okay. You and you. Weld. And it looks like this is the odd man out. which is fine. It's only gray that I need to cut through. That's fine. Okay, that might be a problem. I just realized what I did. Nope, I have to think this a different way. Because I need to slice this and this onto this. The white and these two right here. Did I get it? Yeah, let's slice. Nope. I have to do these one by one, sadly. All right. Slice. All right. Now I have to get this out, this out. The white. Did I get it? Yeah. Good. Move this back. I have to slice this. All right, move this back. Move this back. Take away the white. And somehow I took away the green. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the same thing. This. This is a pain in the butt. I shouldn't have gotten rid of that white because I'm gonna have to need it to cut through the black. Not that black. Where are you? That's not it. Are you it? Yeah, there you are. Slice. Okay. Now to do it again with the black. Nope, wrong one. Trying to find it here is it's a pain in the butt. There it is. Slice. Okay, now I can get rid of this white. This white. This black up here. This orange up here. Okay, so far so good. Take this and slice. Take this off. Move this back. And then get rid of this white. Alright, let's do the same thing with this one right here. Since this is in the center, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, this right here and slice. And take this off. Move this back. And we're going to have to contend with this white and this right here. So let's slice that together. All right, delete, delete, delete. And there we go. That's what we have to contend with right there. And so let's bring all of these back. Oh, trying to match this up is going to be a nightmare. Let's get a little closer, shall we? There we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. All right, there we go. That's our printed pattern paper right there. We made our own pattern paper for this vinyl. So let's just group everything. Put it down here. Like that. Now this is not gonna it's not gonna be even. It's not gonna match up. Maybe. Let's flip this. Where's my flip? Oh, that's right. My flip's up here. Kind of. I want to say kind of. All right. As long as we do it like this, it's going to be fine. Let's put this. What we got? There we go. Let's move it down just a tad. There we go. let's get to printing. Let's move out to 100% and go to make it. Oh, wait. No. It's going to think I'm cutting it. I'm not cutting it. Highlight everything and flat. There we go. Now it's a pattern paper that I'm printing out. Let's go to make it. It should give me one sheet. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, let's go back to the mat because we need to do a little prep work on our end. Otherwise, it's not going to work. All right, let's get our vinyl. I'm going to get this nice off looking green. And I'm going to cut this to size. Here's our size. And all I'm going to do is just eyeball it. I could go do it on my cutting thingy, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to make a mark here and a mark here. All right. I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to cut it to size. I've been cutting on my vinyl all morning long. I've been cutting on my vinyl and I hope it doesn't go wrong. I suck at measuring. That's why I eyeball everything. All right, there we go. Good. Here we go. This should be my 8.5 by 11. Let's do some taping. Okay. You know me and my painter's tape. If you've seen my streams long enough, you see my painter's tape. Okay, that was an uneven cut, but it's fine. As long as I just cover here and flip it here. No. You're giving me too much of a gap and my printer's not going to like that. All right. I have to do some cutting here. All right. Alrighty. Let's do the same thing down here. I'm just taking a smidge, a little dash, if you will. Okay. And this is also giving me just a little bit of an edge. I just don't want anything for my printer to get caught on and say, hey, you're doing this wrong. It's like, I know this. Okay, just a tad more. Now, once it prints, I have a laser jet printer. That's what I got. And unfortunately, I didn't know this until a few days ago when my husband reminded me that I had an inkjet printer. So this is going to take a few seconds for it to dry. I cannot touch it. I should not touch it, but I'm probably going to touch it. Don't touch it. Okay, here I go touching it. All right. There we go. I should theoretically be ready to go. There we go. All right, I'm going to go turn on my light because apparently my light switch is connected to my printer, and I shall return. There we go. Turning on my machine. Turning on my printer. There we go. Grabbing this. I wish I can show you what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is just putting it in my printer. And now, let's get back Let's go back. There we go. Everything looks good. It fits in the parameters. And it says to print. Doing its thing. I'm only needing one. The first time I printed this, it rolled up. It actually did a little barrel roll. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I should have used cardstock. And as I was trying to flatten it out, ink went everywhere. So I'm like, okay, good to know. Probably best if I tape this down. There we go. That looks a lot better. And this is what I'm going to get. And you can't see it. This is what I'm going to get. It looks goopy. But I have to give it a bit just to dry. Because, of course, this is vellum. It's bleeding a little, but that's fine. Once it actually dries 100%, it's not going to go in. The ink is not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to fan it. Just fanning it a little bit. I can see it's already drying. It's not a actually pretty cool effect that is giving me the bleeding effect. Now I'm gonna sneeze apparently. Woo. Now I'm gonna wait until this fully dries before I put it on my mat. Now I'm not taking it off of this, because even though it's super sticky and everything, I want to make sure that it could read the lines. It's almost dry. I can see it. This is a lot more bleedy than my first go around. I mean, look at this. Not as bleedy. This is a lot more bleedy. So it has a little bit more. This is a more of a patient kind of hurry up and wait. All right. Ooh. Something's in the air. I can feel it. And again, I misplaced my container. Where do I keep? Oh, it's up here. This is what happens when you don't look up. Oh, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Oh, that would have been bad. All right. You are asking me to do what now? Okay, I've already printed. Oh, no wonder. It's saying, hey, your machine's not on. Your machine's not on. Are you paying attention to me? The machine is not on. All right. Okay. Are you good? Are you great? All right. Okay, I'm going to put this in just like so. And it's telling me, hey, just cut. So it's doing its thing. Oh, I'm going to bring you over here. You're scaring me, man. You're doing a lot of noise over here. Just cut inside. Just cut inside. Don't cut outside. Alrighty. Not too shabby, right? Look at that. I'm not really liking this 100%, but I can probably cut that off. There we go. No, what are you doing? Okay, alright. Somehow this spot right here didn't flatten. No, it cut right through it. All right, well, the good thing is I only need so much. So this is fine. This is fine. With everything, yeah, it didn't, I didn't flatten that 100%. That's probably what went wrong. That was my fault, not the machine's fault. I should have double checked. But this cut perfectly right there. And since I don't really need the whole thing, I just need up to here. This doesn't really matter. Yeah. I just got a tape right here and then I can cut right there. So this section right here, it's not going to even matter. All right. Thank you, Cricut, for all of your assistance. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. I see you ripping. Don't rip. Oh, why? I know you're sticky and everything, but come on. I don't want to keep scraping paper. Ah, there we go. I want to be scraping paper. Thank you, Cricut. I love the fact that you're sticky, but sometimes you're a little too sticky. And I don't want to unstickify you because I just bought you. And I like the fact that you're super sticky. All right. Okay. Let's put this back over here. Let's get these two guys together. Flip them upside down. Grab myself some clear tape. Okay, let's put this a little like that. Okay. Nobody sees anything. It looks like it's supposed to. Okay, and this right here I can just cut off myself. So, we've learned today things you shouldn't do. Make sure that everything is flattened. That way you don't have the incident that I just did and it cuts your vinyl all askew. Which is fine. I didn't need that little part anyway. Okay, let's take this down. Now, if you want, you could put another piece of clear tape. Now, I wish I had actual clear tape. This is a bit cloudy. That way it would mask everything properly. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Like that. Okay. And like I said, nothing on my hands. Do I have anything on my hands? No, not really. There we go. Let's just roll this little bad boy up. Just like so. And I have no idea. Oh, that's right. I keep putting it above me. Like a dork. I think I cut too much of it. I can already tell. Yeah. It's just a smidge. This is why. Okay, let's just make this as wide as possible. Oh, I know why. I was just a hair smaller. I was just a hair smaller than 3 inches. I mean 4 inches. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. It's not a full 4 inches. Hey, come on. Roll, 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 roll. There we go. See, that fits a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this all the way here. A little more. I'm going to put my top on. And there we go. And you're done. You got yourself a much better looking candy one. I mean, whichever you choose to do, this one has a little bit more of a pattern, but this actually has a lot more detail. Look at that. A lot more detail. The only bad part is I just cut a little too much from this side, but that was my fault because I didn't flatten everything properly. That's it. Thank you so much for coming on by. This is what you can probably do with just Dollar Tree items. You know, make your own pattern paper, put it on vinyl, stick it into a container. I would have preferred a bigger container like this, but I'm not able to take off the acetate. So if you can find it clear, all the more better for you. You can actually change the paper year round and still keep the same container. Thank you everyone for stopping on by. I really do appreciate it. I know it seemed like a pretty fast stream, but that's the today's project on how to turn your own pattern paper with vinyl for making luminaries. That's what the word I was looking for. This is your own personal luminary. Thank you so much, you guys. You have a beautiful day. Bye now.